Hello and welcome to your first trimester warm-up video. Please make sure that your body is warm and ready to go before you start any of these workouts, whether it be strength, yoga, or 15 minutes. All right, so let's get started with just our breath. You can find a comfortable seat in a chair or on the ground, or you can remain standing to do this 360 bracing exercise. So if you're standing, place your feet hip-width distance apart. If you're sitting, place your feet on the ground. I want you to bring your hands to your waist so that you can feel the expansion from your back, your sides, and your front. Take a big breath in, fill up your belly forward, sideways, and behind you. And then a big exhale to let it all out. All right, that was your practice one. Now let's go for the real one. Take a big breath in, filling up forward, sideways, and back. And a big exhale out. Again, inhale. All 3 parts. And exhale. Again, inhale. Getting that full 360 expansion, and exhale. Again, one more time, inhale. And exhale. Good job. This is something you can practice on your own, separate from the workouts as well, just to practice expanding your diaphragm down, engaging your pelvic floor, and really getting that full 360 torso breath instead of just your belly breath or just your chest breath. All right, let's move to the mat. We're gonna come down into a tabletop position, shoulders right over your wrists and hips over your knees, finding a flat back or neutral spine, however you wanna describe it. And then from here, we're just gonna take some swivels. So you're gonna move your hips to the side and the back, to the other side and forward. And just circling. And switching directions. Noticing any points of resistance, aches. And continuing with your breath. And then come to neutral. We're gonna open up our knees a little bit wider, bring our toes together and find child's pose, sitting back. You don't have to bring your head all the way down, but I want you to focus on pushing your hips back towards your heels. And then as you lower, you can stretch your fingertips forward on your mat. If you want to, you can rest your head down, but again, you don't have to. You can use the weight of the gravity of your chest coming down to just keep expanding and extending in all directions. Then start to slide your hands back underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes under and just find a quick plank to stretch out through your heels. Place your knees back down, toes together. Find child's pose again. One more time here. Stretching your fingertips even further, maybe even crawling them, gripping. And then pulling your hands back underneath your shoulders, tucking your toes under, finding that plank, pushing your heels back to stretch out through your calves, and then drop to your knees. All right, let's come up to our feet. Take your time so you don't get dizzy. And then we'll find some side stretches. So feet underneath your hips, maybe a little bit wider. Reach your arms up overhead. Grab your right wrist with your left hand and pull it over to the side as you press your hips over to the right. Now, if this makes you bend forward, I want you to peel your right shoulder back. Lift your chin slightly. And then come up to center and switch. Heel your left shoulder back. Press your hips over to the left. And then come up to standing. We're gonna start getting a little bit more dynamic. I want you to find high knees, marching in place, picking up one foot and then the other. Notice I'm moving opposite arm with opposite leg. And here, I'm keeping my shoulders right over my hips and hips over my feet. Keep marching in place. We're almost there. About 10 more seconds and we change up our movement. We're just trying to warm up our body, increase our circulation. Our next movement is step jacks. So you're gonna bring your feet together, step out to the side, reach your arms overhead, and switch. Go to the other side, bring them together. Big stretch. Hands should meet or even cross at the top. Keep your ribs pulled down slightly. We have about 10 more seconds here. Stay with me. Our next movement is the squat. One of the best movements for pregnancy to prepare you for birth. All right. With our squats, you can squat to a chair or you can squat freestanding. Feet shoulder width distance apart, maybe slightly wider, and hips go back as your knees stay stacked right over your feet. They might have to press out, but you're gonna open up through your hips to help yourself lower, and then push through your feet and stand. Hips go back, knees stay right over your feet, and stand. If you find that you're bending forward a little bit too much with your knees and you feel that pressure in them, I want you to squat to a chair so that you have something to reach for, all right? You can also do the same thing with a wall. You can reach for a wall in case you feel like you're gonna fall backwards. You have something there to catch you. But you shouldn't fall backwards because you have your core engaged, you're reaching your arms forward, and you're keeping your feet rooted into the floor. Breathe. Big exhale at the top. All right, we're gonna take it side to side again. So feet start together. We're gonna step out to a lateral lunge. So a big step to the side, hips go back, knee bends so that your heel's down, one leg is straight, and they're gonna push up to standing, all right? Other side, hips go back, knee stacked right over your foot, hips are back, come up to standing. So this is a combination of a glute and quad warm-up in addition to an adductor, your groin muscle here, stretch. These movements are super great for everyday life. Think about getting in and out of a car. It's a side-to-side movement that we don't typically do all the time or don't realize we do all the time. We'll do one more to even ourselves out. And then we'll take it into arm circles. So just simple arm circles going forward. Not going so wide that we feel pinching. And backward. We're almost done with our warm up. You should start to feel your body physically getting warmer. And then we're gonna go up and down, reaching our fingertips towards the ceiling, palms face one another, elbows pulled down in front, just like our shoulder press. And then we'll follow it with back slaps. So you'll open your arms way wide, and then you'll slap your shoulder blades. So open, slap your shoulder blades, make it audible. We have one more movement. It's more like a stretch. It's one of my favorites. Going into a horse yoga posture. So toes out, heels in, nice wide stance. Sit low and bring your hands to your knees. Right there, that should just feel good. If you just want to shimmy side to side, that's fine. But if you want to add a little bit, we're going to do some upper back twisting. We don't want to twist our lower body, but upper back twisting, twisting through your shoulders as you push your legs out. Coming to center, twisting through the upper back and shoulders the other way. We'll do one more on each side. Sit low. Last one. And before you stand up, come to neutral. You can reach for the ground, bend your knees generously, tuck your chin, and slowly roll up to stand. All right, that was great. Now you're ready to go right into one of your strength or one of your 15-minute workouts, or even a yoga practice, or a walk or a run. But now your body is warm and you're ready to go. Remember to hydrate, remember to nourish your body after you're done working out, taking rest as you need. And I'll see you guys next time.